Hey, welcome, man, to another episode of the Urban Minds Podcast, the political edition, man. Where we are educating the urban communities, man. People who may not be, uh, who may not want to go to the regular media channels, man, for the news where you get everything here first, man, at the Urban Minds Podcast. You know what I'm saying? The political edition, uh, hosted by the one and only man, Harry J. Hicks, man. I hope everybody's all right today, man. I hope everybody thank God. I hope everybody put God first today. You know what I'm saying? I want to get into a little political news, man, and how it's going to affect the urban communities, things the urban communities should know about what's going on in the latest news of politics right now. Again, man, I want to thank all my supporters. Remember, you can support this podcast, man, at H Hicks 1976. That's at PayPal, man. PayPal, if you got PayPal, it's H Hicks 1976, man. I don't care if it's $1, $2. You know what I mean? We just here, man, try to keep this thing going. Again, this is, you know what I mean, to keep everybody in the know, man, to keep the communities in the know of what's going on with the political news, man. You can also catch my other segments, man. With I got entertainment, the entertainment edition, the sports edition, man, as well as the community edition, where we recognize, which is a new podcast that I'm putting out. Today would be the first episode, you know what I mean, of the community edition from the Urban Minds podcast family. Again, I want to thank all y'all for y'all support, man. I love y'all, man, and I appreciate all the support I've been giving. Y'all been giving me, you know what I mean? But we're going to get into it, man. And of course, man, when you talk politics now, the first thing that come up, man, is Trump, Donald Trump, man. Donald Trump stay at it. You know what I mean? Donald Trump is like a soap opera in these politics right now. You know what I mean? He's definitely the hottest thing going into politics, man. We're going to see if that's going to keep going until somebody come and take his place. But right now, man, Donald Trump has the award for the hottest topics in politics right now. But anyway, man, you know what I mean? But he's getting a lot of pushback. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, you know what I'm saying? He came in with the bully tactic, man. Like, this is going to happen. This is what I'm doing. But he's getting a lot of pushback. He even got a little division between the Republican Party on some of these policies and things he's trying to do, you know what I mean, trying to pass. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I know it's a lot of Donald Trump haters, you know what I'm saying? You know, and yeah, he got a lot of pushback, man, right now going on both sides of the aisle, and they only have a thin majority lead. So it's not like if the Democrats can get a few of the Republicans to jump on board, you know, they're still fighting. You know what I mean? They're still fighting. Like I said, man, it's a lot of issues that's not sitting well that Donald Trump is trying to pass through with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, I just want to see how his presidency go. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't seen nothing that jump out there yet. You know what I'm saying? Outside of the DEI and the you know what I mean? Like this migrant thing, how they handling this, man. This is it's gonna take a while. This might take his whole presidency, man, to get that straightened out or whatever, to make sure everything is good on that end. But yeah, anyway, man, thank y'all for coming in. We're gonna jump right into it, man. I'm gonna start with the first. This, you know what I mean? I try to get the latest of the latest, man. I try to get the latest of the latest as soon as it come, man, to try to educate my people, man. And it's saying, you know what I mean, it's a federal district court judge temporarily blocks Trump's birthright citizenship order. So the birthright, we know that comes to with the migrants, the immigration situation. It's and this is in Seattle, man. It's a federal district court judge in Seattle. A federal district court judge today temporarily blocked Trump's executive order aimed at limiting birthright citizenship. The first skirmish in what promises to be a protracted legal battle over the new administration's agenda. Senior U.S. District Judge John C. Corner heard 25 minutes of arguments and then issued an order from the bench blocking the policy from taking effect for 14 days. There will be a further briefing on a preliminary injunction to permanently block the executive order while the case proceeds. And those of you who don't know what the birthright order is meaning if two illegal immigrants, meaning a man and woman, come over here, or a woman come over to America and from one of these countries, and she's undocumented, but she have her child here, you know what I mean, and she have her child to one of these hospitals or whatever, you know what I mean, that child could be documented as you considered a U.S. citizen, because it's born on American soil. So Trump trying to do away with all of that. He's trying to say whether if the parents are undocumented, then the child's going to be considered undocumented as well. Whether it doesn't matter if she had them here, she have them in Harlem Hospital, Montefiore, it doesn't matter. If the child will still be considered undocumented. And like the senator in Seattle was trying to block that. And the senator went on to say, I've been on the bench for over 4 decades. A Ronald Reagan appointee said, I can't remember another case where the question presented is as clear as this one. This is a blatantly unconstitutional order. So they're trying to say that it's unconstitutional for Donald Trump to do this. His administration says it's unconstitutional for the administration to do this, man. Like I said, man, it's to me, I don't know which side, you know what I mean? Right now, like I said, if it's illegal to come in this country, if you come in this country illegally, then you have to deal with those consequences that comes with that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see it. You know what I mean? But yeah, the Seattle judge, man, is trying to the federal judge is trying to stop that birthright, and that's a big issue right now because it's a lot of undocumented immigrants over here. A lot of them are having babies uh, in this country right now as we speak, and Trump is trying to say that those babies are not going to be considered American citizens just because they're born here. And I look at it like this too, because if they're born here, if their parents have to leave, who's going to keep the kid? You know, now the kid is going to grow up without their parents, or they'll have to wait until their parents get situated where they can try to become American citizens. So I look at either way, man, the child loses. If you look at it, the child is the one that loses. You know what I'm saying? The family, and some countries are not even allowing the people to come back. They're not even allowing, so Mexico is taking them in. And I applaud Mexico for that. A lot of these people coming from Venezuela and places like that can't even go back to their countries because they're not allowing them to come back. Once you leave, you get out of here, you can't come back. So they have to go. Now that's going to be a problem in Mexico. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a little chaos going, man, and they're trying to do their best. It's like a lot of them are trying to block this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a catch-22. If the child stays here, who's going to raise the child? The child's not going to be with his birth parents or whatever. You know what I mean? The mother might have to go back because she's undocumented, and the child being that it's a citizen. And we've seen that throughout the years. But it's a lot of people that's not agreeing with that on both sides of the aisle, and as well as they have one with Pete Haggis, the one that they're trying to bring him in. Trump trying to bring him in for defense secretary. You know what I mean? Trying to bring him in. But Senator Lisa Murkowski is the first GOP to say no vote and say with the no vote for him. You know what I mean? She don't want him. As that's why I said it's not a lot of wiggle room for Trump as a lot of people may think. It's not a lot of wiggle room. Like I was saying, all they take is a few because the House majority they only have like a few more votes than the Democrats. They only have a few more congressmen in the Senate. Don't have, you know what I mean? So at the same time, the Democrats still got a little, you know what I mean? They can cause a little trouble, but they have to get some allies from across the aisle, meaning from the Republican Party. And like I said, it's not going to be a cakewalk. You know, I know a lot of people like, oh, Trump's coming in with the DEI and this, that, and the third. He's trying to get rid of a lot of things that the urban community was kind of like trying to thrive off of. That's how a lot of people look. But like I said, it's not going to be an easy cakewalk, man. It's not going to be easy for him to just go in there and do anything he want to do. And that's why I said that's why you have Congress hearings and things of that nature. You know what I mean? Because one person, it's not a dictatorship. That's why I think Trump wants. Don't get me wrong. I think he wants this he want to run this country like a dictatorship. But that's when the democracy come in of this country where, no, you have to, you know what I mean? You have to have people that's going to come and agree with you. And and we seen early on, like, I don't know how things are going to look down the road, but we seen early on in this presidency that he's getting some pushback. He's getting a lot of pushback on a lot of these issues. So, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, she said no. Senator, she's a Republican. from Alaska announced in a statement today that she will vote against the nomination of Pete Hegseth for Defense Secretary, becoming the first Republican to voice opposition. And she been on to say, above all, I believe that character is the defining trait required of the Secretary of Defense and must be prioritized without compromise. She went on to say, man, the leader of the Department of Defense must demonstrate and model the standards of behavior and character we expect of all service members, and Mr. Haggis's nomination to the role poses significant concerns that she cannot overlook, and that's why his track record, his past, a lot of people are not, in agreement with this choice because of his past, some of his past actions, he was involved in sexual abuse, alcohol abuse, among other things, and even, of course, the Democrats, has voiced concerns of him taking over the defense of department. If all Democrats vote against Haggis, Republicans can afford to lose just 3 Republican votes. See what I'm saying? If they got 1 already, so they lose more than 2 more. They lose 3 more out because this lady says she's voting no. Miss McCoskey from Alaska is already voting no. So that means 3 more Republicans vote no against Haggis. He will not be the defense secretary. So that's what I'm saying. Trump has there's no wiggle room. As you can see, he's like 3. They only have like a few more votes, man, than the Democrats got in the House. So if 4 of them, if 3 more Republicans jump on board outside of the senator of Alaska, then hey, Haggis has not been. A lot of people don't like Haggis. Like I said, he's convicted. He's not been convicted, but he's been involved with these certain issues with sexual abuse, alcohol abuse. It's a known fact. So at the end of the day, man, a lot of people are not so caught on his vote, man. And then there's another, the Trump pardon, the January 6th. They got a name for themselves now. The January 6th, the ones that ran in the Capitol, the ones that caused all that ruckus in the Capitol, It's a senator by the name of Chris Murphy, who's warning Trump's pardons will invite violence against Democrats. Senator Murphy, man, a Democratic senator from Connecticut, warned today on MSNBC's Andrea Mitchell reports that Trump's pardon for January 6 rioters will lead to further violence against Democrats. He went on to say, man, political violence just got legitimized in this country, and you're going to see it again and again and again, specifically directed towards Democrats, because Donald Trump has said, if you beat up a police officer to further my political agenda, if you terrorize Democrats, I will let you off. He's basically saying that's what Donald Trump is saying in so many words by doing so many, he pardoned over 1,500. He just about everybody that was involved in those riots. Like I said, people lost their lives. A couple of officers lost their lives in that. And that's like, I don't agree with that personally. Personally, I don't agree with it. But as we know, man, if we never know what we would do had we had that type of power with people of pardoning people, whether they're our friends, whether they're in our little group, in our little circle, whatever the case may be. But yeah, I do not agree with them pardoning these people, man. And that's crazy. And and I have to agree with Senator Murphy on this. It's like that. That's inciting some type of, like we can do this and we can get off. We can go, especially while President Trump is around, we can get and that's why with the police immunity, a lot of people is bringing that up. We have to pay attention to that too, man. Like I said, man, it's like we in a catch-22 when it comes to the politics. And I'm not telling nobody not to vote. I would never say that because we lost ancestors. Who gave their lives for us to be able to have that privilege, to be able to vote. So I would never tell nobody not to vote. But what I will say is vote responsibly. And I don't think as an African American, I'm speaking for myself, I don't feel no type of loyalty from either one of these parties. Like how the politics is going today in this country, man, I don't see no type of loyalty. I don't think they're loyal to the American people. Everybody's about pushing their own private agendas, and that's what it is for me. like I said, I wouldn't encourage anybody not to vote because, like I said, a lot of people lost their lives for us to have that right in this country. You know what I mean? Doing the civil rights movement and everything. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't tell anybody that. But as for me, man, I'm saying I don't see no loyalty I don't see no loyalty coming from them for the average American people. The average American people, man. So that's why, what I'm saying, I wouldn't say that I'm representing the Democrat Party. I'm saying the Democratic Party, or I'm representing the Republican Party. You know what I mean? I independent, or we vote independently. You have to vote independently, but as a people, as a group, you have to organize your independent vote. That's what it's about. Organizing. And so whoever's coming up for the president of senator, mayor, I don't care who it is, organize that vote, man. Let them know like this is what needs to be done instead of just letting them do what they think is best for us. Nobody knows what's best for you in your house, but the people that's in your household. That's just simple and put. But anyway, yeah, man. But Senator Murphy was like, and he went on to say, man, we have never ever in 240-year history in this country seen anything like this, and we haven't. Like, how you gonna pardon people that killed people and posed this huge threat to democracy? They ran up in the Capitol. Who's to say they won't run up in the White House? Excuse me. Yeah, but who's to say they won't run up in the White House? These people ran up in the Capitol, killed people and everything, man, because they're saying that when we voted, we cheated, or the Democrats cheated in the vote. They stole the vote from President Trump. So who's to say that this won't happen again? Now that they know that they can feel that they can get away with it. I just think all this is a threat to democracy, man. And again, like I said, I can't put my trust in American politics right now. Me as me, especially being an African American man, I can't put my trust in these people, man. Like I said, that's just me. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to, you know what I mean? Because America is definitely one of the greatest countries. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? But we have to, like I said, a lot of changes have to be made, man, for us to feel like for us to even feel comfortable in our own country again. A lot of things, man. But anyway, man. And like they're saying, the key Republican senator Judge Hax's vote could be close. Like they don't know um, if a lot of these Republicans are not feeling him, so he may not be the next defense secretary of this country. You know what I mean? So but yeah, man, and like I said, it's as American people, especially in our urban communities, man, we have to band together, start organizing, and you know what I mean. Like I ain't saying you can vote Republican or you can vote Democrat. I'm not saying telling you who to vote for. All I'm saying is you got to organize your vote, and if you in the urban communities, we know what our issues are. So almost every urban community is built the same, if you ask me. Some might be a little more upscale than others, but it's the same issues that's going on in our communities, and we have to band together. And if we vote for Republican, if the right candidate is there, we vote Republican. But we let them know, look, this is what needs to be changed. These are our issues. We don't care about these issues in these other communities. These are the issues in the urban communities that need to be addressed. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and this last story I'm gonna say, man, we're seeing a story that's come up, man. A U.S. Capitol Police suspend officer. U.S. Capitol Police suspend officer who let visitor in with a gun. See what I'm saying? It says U.S. Capitol Police said they suspended an officer who let a man with a gun into the Capitol Visitor Center on Thursday. The man who was arrested Tuesday was also able to enter the Library of Congress with a firearm. So they're letting people go up in here with weapons, you know what I mean, in the Library of Congress. Who's to say that he didn't have ill intentions to come in there and start shooting people? Like I say, man, America, these people, like we got, there's a lot going on in this country that a lot of us don't know. That's why I try to stay in tune, man, with what's going on and bring it to my people who may not want to look at the mainstream, because mainstream media is definitely full of propaganda. That's just what it is. But look, this guy got says in a statement, USCP said that they had received a lookout for a man on Tuesday with reported mental health issues and suicidal thoughts who was believed to be armed and in the area. So they let him this guy got all these issues into the Library of Congress with a gun. So I'm pretty sure that he's not in his right mind. The officer, and they say suspended, he should be fired and even locked up. If you want to ask me, if it was me, he would have been locked up. He would have been locked up right with this fool. Excuse my language, man, but I'm just saying, like, for real, like, come on, you know what I mean? And that's what it's coming down to now, man. Like, we're not it's a lot of propaganda going on out here, and I'm just trying to show y'all, man, to see through the BS. You got to see through the BS because there's a lot of smoke and mirrors going on, man. It's a lot of smoke and mirrors. And look, this right here, who to say that this wasn't a trial run from something bigger? You know what I mean? This could have been a trial run. Or who to say that maybe somebody found out in time to stop whatever was about to happen in here. But yeah, man, we have to pay attention to what's going on in our communities, man, especially in this politics now, so we can stay in the know, man. And that's why I'm here. And again, man, the Urban Minds podcast, all segments, man, are available on Amazon Audible. You know what I mean? They're available on Amazon Audible. You can catch me on Spotify. You can tune in. You can go to my Facebook page, Harry Hicks, and just type in the Urban Minds podcast. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, we need to stay in the know. And as we see a lot of things, a lot is going on within our communities. You know what I'm saying? And we just have to. We have to stay positive, man. We have to keep our head up. And again, man, we have to start organizing, even from the state level, from the lowest level of the government to the highest. You know what I'm saying? Again, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to go and purchase my novel, man, From Addiction to Redemption, written by Jay Hicks. It's on Amazon. It's on. You can go to Draft to Digitals. It's on there. Goodreads, man. It's a little bit everywhere. Remember, man, you can get that at www.from addiction to redemption /J Hicks, and you can find it on Amazon as well as other major book outlets. And again, I want to thank y'all for coming in, man. That's for the political segment of today, man. You know what I mean? And again, you can support the Urban Minds podcast at H Hicks 1976. Again, man, that's at H Hicks 1976. Whatever donation you can afford, it'll be thankful, man, so we can keep this podcast going, keep it and help it grow, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, it's for the urban communities, man. I'm just trying to keep y'all in the know. And again, man, I thank y'all for y'all time, man. You can catch all my videos on YouTube at Harry Hicks 9952. Again, that's Harry Hicks 9952 on YouTube. You can catch all these videos, man. I love y'all. And remember, love and peace always. Peace.